Okay, we're back. So another episode without Andy. Probably don't recommend getting used to it, but we'll see how this goes. So I got Red Twin, and on the big screen this time I have Adam or Madam. We're still working on coming up with a better nickname. So not sure how the Bone on a Budget episode did because we haven't uploaded it yet. But we're going to carry on with this idea. Quiet. I'm talking. And we're going to get Adam's perspective this time. He's got a different way of doing it. So, uh, how long have you been with us? So,
I played last year, and then I played a little bit 2 years before that. I
yeah,
kind of took like a 2-year break and came back.
yeah, it was kind of a
But
forced break, but
yeah,
so,
that's what you're playing.
yeah. Yeah, so we'll probably either talk about that this podcast, or maybe we'll do a whole separate idea where we'll try to get you and Mac on together to talk about more kind of the new to the game, or even though you're not
Yeah.
really new. Uh, so I guess with going on a budget, hey, you're a little more interested in the tournament side to things than so. Well, not that you don't do the mag fed and everything else, but what have you kind of found to keep the budget down?
I decided to go with used guns instead of buying brand new right off the bat. It's a bit cheaper, and you don't gotta go spend money on different things. So I got my die 11 for $300, and it came with the hopper.
That's pretty good then. So, any advice on where to look, or how you found?
Um, I joined a couple Facebook groups about trading paintball stuff, and then I went and at the paintball tournament, the tactical challenge. That's where I met the one guy, and he was selling his.
Yep. Yeah, yeah, nice enough a pack. I believe it was.
Yeah, I believe it was Pat.
Okay. Yeah, so always ways to find stuff. Uh, this is where Andy would ask about CSPO, and nobody has been on there yet. So,
No.
uh, yeah, you definitely missed out on that quite a bit. I think Jeff and I were kind of on the tail end of that. Yeah, tail end. And watch. So, Facebook, I assume there's probably forums somewhere. I don't know how many are, if there's forums even a thing. Sort of. Well, Facebook, I think, killed off a lot of forums, so now it's so easy to start a group on Facebook, which is kind of the problem. You got to find a good group.
Yeah, that's what I was dealing with. I joined 5 groups, I think,
Okay,
and
so
most of them they weren't really posting anything for sale.
okay, it was just
And
like appraisals and
yeah, but every single one was called buy, trade, and sell. So, but everyone just kept talking about theirs, and like, well, there's no point.
yeah. So if you can find a good one, and I don't know if you have a good one that you can recommend or not.
No, I know Tyson was mentioning one that he's in. I just don't remember what that one was. But he said that one was a decent one.
Okay. So maybe he talk to him and maybe share that one. I don't know.
Yep.
And I mean, I would one thing that in my opinion, would caution on buying used stuff is don't buy too old. In my opinion, and so make sure they're still at least somewhat available. Well, there's no point, in my opinion, of getting your new toy and yeah, can't use it because it's broken and nobody makes parts for it anymore. So
Yeah. With the die 11, there's still a couple people that do make parts for it,
yeah,
so it's still usable for the next couple years.
yeah, so you'll be good for that. So maybe just get a basic O-ring kit or something to if you don't have one. So
Yeah, I already have one. I probably will get another one.
yeah, I guess
I've got to go through and replace all my O-rings too.
yeah, you're pretty well set to go then. So hmm, uh, we of course sell new stuff at the shop mostly. Need a little bit of used stuff, but mostly new. New. I don't know if we're supposed to plug like ourselves. We're not technically allowed to sell little through Facebook, so no sale through Facebook. Although, if you wanted to discuss something with us, I'm sure we could do that. So, for a lot of bananas, and maybe a sailboat. uh, your, well, I guess part of the reason you're on here is you are staff, yeah, for field marshal, well, which is kind of something we talked about. Oh, where that's a easy way to try to save some money. He, he is to work at your local field. Well, you can probably work out a deal. I'm sure we're hiring. Maybe not at the moment because it's currently winter, but
Yeah.
as soon as winter melts, snow melts, winter doesn't melt. Then I'm sure we'll be hiring. So if you're interested, reach out to us at www.idon'tknow, and we'll have to put something in there. Reach out to Andy. Yeah, reaching out to Andy is the easy way to do all this stuff. When in doubt, call Andy. And
You should put that on the jersey next year.
yeah, yeah, maybe we'll put that somewhere on there here on our next jersey. Yeah, when in doubt, don't call Andy. That's a good idea, actually. Um, in game, we've kind of played around with doing a little bit of different stuff. Yeah, I think we all have played around with some stuff. So, what have you tried doing in game to save some money?
Save some money is limit the amount of shots I shoot a second. It definitely saves money that way. Um, also try to, instead of always being the cover fire, find someone else to do it.
Yeah. Okay, so you limited your BPS and or your rate of fire, or instead of kind of capping how much paint.
I went and I shoot 5 balls a second, so I think I have that.
Oh, you're really slow,
Yeah,
which is really
but
fast
that's
for
because
the knife guys.
I was going through a box of paint within an hour.
Yeah, it's possible.
So I went and backed it down a ways. I can like amp it up real fast, but
Yeah.
I'm not too worried about doing that.
Jeff, what's your? I know we did a lot of. You can go out. You have whatever's in your loader. That's it. After that, you're done. So either playing like blackjack, copper ball. Yeah, that's a good one, and kind of force you to work on your accuracy or precision.
Yeah, I believe
I guess.
we did a couple practices this year, and I enjoyed that. I just found it when I'm used to spraying paint, now I gotta save it.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, I did a lot of copper ball this year. Uh, one thing I did quite a bit of is one ball check. So I can only shoot one, maybe two balls. So I'm essentially limiting myself to snap shooting for an entire game. I know personally for me, my snap shooting is not up to par. So that's something I'm working on, and it forces me to work on it. So That was a lot of fun that way for me.
Yeah, it'd be a fun way to play. I probably need to work on my snap shooting a lot more.
Yeah, it's a good skill to have. So, well, it's a real easy way to get 200 reps in. Yeah. It gets really tiring with your core to constantly be in and out, but it is a good drill. Uh, any other ideas? I guess we'll just kind of keep going around in circles until.
Just limit the amount of paint you come on with instead of bringing like your 4 or 5 pods. Only bring an extra pod, or just do the hopper. I like the hopper idea, but I also like having that one extra pod just in case.
Yeah, usually he have at least one. A lot of times I find I am carrying like 4 and I just won't leave the field. So that's just me. I'll just kind of keep going on and on until either everybody else is done or I'm through my loader in all 4 pods. Yeah, your turn. That's really all I got. Oh, somebody's out of battery. Um, doing drills would be kind of maybe it could be considered a way to save some money.
You
Yeah,
could save some money by doing drills of only shooting a ball every drill
yeah.
and
So
just aiming at your target and just hit the target every time
yeah,
instead of spraying a bunch of paint. Just do 1 or 2 balls.
yeah. So in there are certain drills I think that will use up more paint. They're I think still important drills to run and like learning how to shoot on the move or landing off the break. I know this sounds insane to people with magazines and first strike, but you are supposed to shoot on the move. It will get you more eliminations and it'll keep you alive. Okay. Uh, initially, some of these drills might use more paint, but in the long run in game, they'll probably use less. So, well, it's not a save paint now, but in the long term, it'll probably help you out. It'll
Yeah.
just help you be a better baller in general. And shoot good paint. And shoot stuff that goes straight, not curves everywhere. Yeah, you don't have to shoot top of the line tournament paint, but make sure the paint's fine straight. So
Yeah.
it's hard to practice your aim when you have to wonder if the ball was the limiting factor or why you missed. So that does get annoying.
It does.
But yeah, we have been pretty good about getting some good paint in. So Valken Fate was probably a standout for me this year, which was surprising to me. It flew straighter than Killer Bees, which
Yeah, I did find it flew pretty straight.
so, but on paper,
Most
Killer
of the
Bees.
end of the season, the Killer Bee was flying straighter than the Fate,
Okay.
but I don't know what that could be exactly, but I found closer to the tactical challenge and stuff. That's when I saw the Fate flying really weird and the Killer Bee flying straight. So
Okay, so maybe you were just maybe needed to be rotated. Yeah, yeah, that could be. Or I don't know if we were getting into a different lot. I have no. I don't know if we got one lot or not. So,
yeah,
but
I don't know.
that's kind of the downside of not ordering our own paint and or not importing our own paint. We are ordering in paint, but if we could order or import or straight from the manufacturer, either GI, I guess it's GI. Hey, we wouldn't have to import. Or they're in what, Montreal? Or can't remember. Somewhere around Eastern Canada, and then I think HK is New Mexico or Mexico, and a couple in the States. He's a couple overseas. He's but we've been liking Balkan, and we get our stuff through paintballgear.ca, which should have them on the sleeve. Can get close enough. So they're a nice supplier and sponsor for us. So please do check them out. We can definitely order anything that they have if you're local to us. But I am kind of running out of ideas that we can throw out here. So I definitely do want to try to get a new player or perspective. I think we should do kind of year in review because there was a bunch of stuff that we did this year, or some of it was new that we should talk about that. We'll probably highlight some of our sponsors. There's either sponsors for or the field or for Haunted Town. We'll probably try to do something for those guys as we appreciate everything that they've done. I guess that's pretty much it for me. So unless you guys have anything,
Nope.
Okay, so we can kind of probably cut this one off. Just a short one for today, or unless we tacked it on to Max as well. But yeah, sorry about that. Ah, so we will be working on going live on Facebook at some point, since we now have our required follower count, required minimum follower count, and required minimum days. But please do follow us on Facebook. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. We can, if we haven't linked it onto the Facebook page, which we can probably do that again. You're probably going to be watching this on Facebook, I'm guessing. So, I guess without further ado, we'll sign off. Let you guys get back to whatever you're doing. It's basically holidays for us, so I'm gonna go see what's been cooking. So, all right, see you guys. They're not going to sign off. Real professional.